Happy New Year! It's Spramani with Nature of Art, and I had a fun idea today. I was thinking about different ways to give teachers good ideas to do for the winter as far as art projects. If you're like me, you're busy, the holidays kind of caught up, you got overscheduled, and you kind of didn't have any plans, so here I am to the rescue, giving you a really cool idea. I was thinking about different ideas to introduce to kids as far as mediums and techniques, and I was looking at some projects on Pinterest, and I was really inspired by some things I saw on Pinterest and an artist that I'm actually following in Canada, a watercolor artist that works on beautiful landscapes. And I had this wonderful idea for you teachers to put in the classroom that you can actually do this week with kids. It's really easy. You don't need any projects. It is a skyline of the Northern Lights, and this project is two mediums. It's watercolor and crayon using wax resist technique and using a wet on wet method. So I want to show you the different things that I have out today, that I'm going to show you the materials and the art supplies that you need. You don't need much. So what you need is you're going to need a jar of water. You're going to need some watercolor. I recommend a 8.5 by 11 sheet. I wouldn't give kids two larger papers because you want them to try this project over and over. And by cutting down the size of the paper, there's lots of opportunities. They won't go through the paper as quick. Okay, so this is 8.5 by 11 watercolor. If you're not familiar with watercolor, it's very thick and it absorbs water, so definitely recommend watercolor. You won't be able to do this on regular paper, meaning like your paper that you would have like in your copy machine or basic drawing paper, because it is going to absorb a lot of water. So that's watercolor. I have out today a dry watercolor cake set. You can use any watercolor. It does not have to be this set particularly. I just like this one because I saw the bright colors and it kind of reminds me of these northern light skies that I want to replicate in my painting. So don't worry if you don't have this paint here. You can use any dry watercolor. I am in my backyard today. If you didn't notice, I have some animals walking around, so don't be startled. I have a dog and a cat that likes to be around us when we film. That would be Esley and Luna. And back to the paint. You can use one of these, which is dry watercolor cakes. You can use liquid watercolors or tempera, but don't worry about it. It's supposed to be super easy. I really want to just give you a fun idea. So think about the paint you have in your shelves and what you have in stock. Don't run out. I know that everyone has crayons, so I have a white crayon out today. Then I have a black and a blue. I have my square block crayons. They don't have to be square. You can use any blue and any black, but I just happen to have these out today. I have two paint brushes out. I have a wide brush and a small brush with a tip, and I have a basic sketching pencil and some napkins, and that's it. So let's get started. It's really fun. I'm going to do it step by step because I feel that if you do this one time yourself, you'll feel confident enough to do it in front of your students, and I do recommend you do exactly the steps in front of the kids. You don't want to show them pictures and say, hey, we're going to do this resist on watercolor. You really want to show them step by step how you achieve this, because once they see that, they're going to get excited, get inspired, and do their own ideas. So let's begin. Okay, so I want to show you two different landscape ideas. One is just with mountain peaks right here and watercolor sky background, and then this one right here, which is really fun to do, and we're going to do this one here first. This one has mountain peaks and it has some ice, almost like it's a lake of ice or snow, and it's going to have a background. So I want to show you how to do this one first. So the first thing you want to do is you want to have kids identify where their horizon line is going to be. So I'm going to put a line right here, which is going to be, this is going to be the ice or the snow, and this is where my mountain peaks are going to be. So you want to show kids to go in, draw in their mountain peaks. They can be as creative as they want. They don't have to do mountain peaks traditional looking. Okay, so this is our ice, this is our mountain peaks, and this is going to be where we do the watercolor effect for the northern lights. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take the black crayon and you want to outline your mountain peaks where they're going to be. And you want to do your mountain peaks really thick because we are doing a technique called wax resist, and we want the watercolor to resist the wax, and so we want a barrier to stop the watercolor here, and this wax is going to stop the watercolor from traveling into our mountain peaks because watercolor resists wax. So here I am making my mountain peaks just like that. I'm going to put my horizon line with my black crayon so you can see my little mountains, and you can see my snow area and my sky area. Then I'm going to take a blue crayon to give my mountains this crackly effect right here, and I did that by just roughly coloring in my mountains, and I really like these textures that the wax resist creates. So you can tell kids you don't have to worry about being perfect, just get in there, color in your mountains, kind of use some lines so you can see the crackly effect when it resists the watercolor, because you're going to go in and you're going to paint the mountains. Okay, so I'm also going to take this white crayon and I'm going to put a little white on my peaks because I want it to look snowy. And I want to resist the paint right here. So then you're going to take with a small brush and we're going to paint the mountains with black watercolor. So here I am. Here's my watercolor paint right here. I'm going to get my brush nice and wet with black paint, and you're going to go in and paint your mountains black, and you can see my paint is resisting the wax and it's giving this beautiful little crackly effect, which kind of looks icy. So you're going to go through all the little peaks and paint them, and this is really fun. Don't rush kids. Let them kind of play around, take their time. You don't want to rush anyone. This is part of the excitement of doing a project like this, kind of understanding how wax is resisting. So go through, paint all your mountains, and I'm doing it really fast and rough for video time, but you're going to take a little bit more time. Okay, so some of my paint went over, so I want to go back and still add in some more of that black wax to keep the wax as a barrier for the watercolor. Okay, now this is going to be the ice down here, and this is really cool. Take a white crayon and color this whole area and even rough it up really nice and thick, because we're going to paint over this almost like to give it a snow effect, but you want to be able to see this white crayon show up. So take your wide brush, and I'm going to pick a color that's going to be completely different than the skyline because I want it to really look like ice or snow. So I'm going to take some blue and maybe some white on my brush and just kind of brush it over. So to the viewer, this looks like the bottom where ice is or snow. You could even take some off. But see how simple that is? Very simple. And you can see the little marks right there from the crayon resisting the paint. Okay, here's the fun. Now we're going to paint the beautiful northern lights, and I recommend if your children or your students don't know anything about the northern lights to go on to YouTube and watch some really cool videos, show them pictures, because once they understand how beautiful the northern lights are and how they're iridescent and it's a sky show that goes on in the wintertime in Alaska, it's really exciting, really fun. And it really brings this project to life, and it kind of makes it fun to know that you can change the sky into bright rainbow colors, because normally on a blue sky day we don't see anything like that. So that's what's really fun about this project. Okay, now we did wax resist using crayons and watercolor. Now we're going to do a technique called wet on wet, and this is a different way of watercolor painting. And basically what it is you're going to paint wet watercolor onto a wet surface. And how you do that is you're going to prepare the sky by getting it nice and wet. And hopefully you've had an opportunity to try this technique out before, but if you haven't, that's a really fun project just to do all by itself, is to paint wet on wet. And what that is you're conditioning the watercolor paper to accept paint in a different way. It's going to be more free-flowing rather than dry brush. So my paper is being conditioned with water and getting ready for my light show. So now, because I have water on my paper, once I add some color, I'm going to bring my tray right here. You'll see that my colors are going to travel. It's very soft and luminous, and you can kind of move it around because there's so much water. I'm going to dip all kinds of fun colors to get that northern light sky going. Put a little blue, and put some yellow. Get this northern light show going on. Maybe some green. But as you can see, the watercolor travels super easy, and you can kind of guide it with your brush because of all that water. Now if you attempted to do this without preparing your paper without water, it's not going to flow as easy, and it's not going to have that soft look. So that's the wet on wet technique. Get as creative as you want. Don't worry about the colors not blending well. Even add more water if you want it to get more luminous and soft. So I think you can see what's going on here. Now it's watercolor and you have to keep it flat so the colors don't run, but basically I want to show you kind of what's going on here. You can even move it around and kind of play around with it. Okay, there is my northern light sky going on with my mountain peaks and ice. And I hope this inspires you to do something really fun in your classroom. I know it's the season for winter and we're all hunting and looking for cool projects. This is so much fun. Let kids do this over and over, different ideas, different projects. So don't forget, go check out the Northern Lights, give kids some idea. Oh, I want to show you this. If you look close to this, I actually put little stars in the sky because if you look at the Northern Light shows, there's actually little twinkles that happen. I did that with a wax resist. Before I painted, I nicked up my paper with wax so it would resist a tiny bit. So I would recommend you do that. Let me show you that really quick if we have time. So here's one I did with just mountain peaks. And if I take my crayon and just kind of nick it up or make a little starburst, you're gonna see it resist the water. So let me condition my paper, the wet on wet method, by wetting my paper, getting it nice and moist. Get my beautiful bright colors, bleed it into the paper. And there is no perfect method of doing this. Don't be afraid. Remind kids, you know, it's experimental. But you can see my nicks are kind of big, but you can see the effect that the wax is taking on. And because it's wet, you can actually guide that watercolor anywhere you want. That's what's really beautiful about watercolor. Really beautiful about wet and wet method. Yeah, full control, full creative control. There is my little lights beaming in the sky. If you'd like, I would recommend you do this by itself before you put mountain peaks. Maybe some kids might get nervous and feel like they're making a mistake. You might want to do some wet on wet first and then do some basic wax resist. All right, there's my other one. Just kind of, it's really, you see that? I don't want to lift it up because while something like this is drying, you want to keep it flat. So there it is. Okay, so there you go, my winter project idea, the Northern Lights show. Wax resist with wet on watercolor using watercolor paints and crayons. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you try this out. Spramani with Nature Art for Kids. You can check me out at ecokidsart.com. I have blogs and my books are for sale there and products. So if you're interested and want to learn more, check me out. Thanks for watching.